Hey everyone, welcome back to Retro Magazines and Patterns. My name is Sophie, and today I pulled a Vogue Knitting magazine from the fall and winter of 1962, and I thought this would be fun to go through with everyone. I like these Vogue Knitting magazines. They always have so many beautiful patterns, really just things that'll really spark your imagination, your creativity, and really inspire you. At least they do for me. So let's see what they have in this one. First, you can see they have some really nice ads. The Spinnerin and the Mary Maxim. I love a good Mary Maxim pattern. They always have so many nice ones. Here in the front, they have the terms that are used for the knitting and crochet. And then I love, this is a beautiful knit two-piece set, and this, the yarn is really nice too. But I think we were talking about two-piece knit sets in another video, and here's just an example of one that, you know, would really give me pause to think about maybe knitting a two-piece set, because that's just really lovely. We don't have the pattern for this one, unfortunately. It's just the ad, but it's lovely. Okay, and here we have an ad for jumper needles, flexible. So I'm not sure if this is prior to circular needles or not, but it did offer the flexible cord instead of long, hard needles. And here is, oh no, they do have circular knitting needles are here too. So they do give you a little bit of a read through the different types of needles and hooks that are available to use. Over here is a small little blurb about crochet buttons, and they give you some pretty little covers in the different materials, so you can kind of get an idea of what they would look like if you were to make them. That's like actually a nice touch, especially if you're somebody who likes doing cardigans. That would look so lovely on a knit cardigan or a crocheted cardigan. Here is some ribbon knitting technique. And over here, you can see the ad for a subscription to Vogue Knitting, 2 years for $2.50. I wonder if I can still use that today. Probably not. Okay, so here are some knitting basics. You know, check your gauge, measure work, blocking, crochet edges. Here's another ad with some really beautiful pieces. This looks like maybe a double knit jacket. Can't even begin to imagine the amount of time that would take. And here are some patterns, and they look like kits. Looks like they come with all the yarn that you would need. But here you can see the child's kit was only $3.99. Look at these sweaters. They're so beautiful. I love these monogrammed ones over here. These are beautiful. I would love to find one of these kits. I'll have to see if I can find any online. Be surprised what you can find. Here are some more. I think, are those chickens? I'm not sure. I like this one with all the flags. Beautiful. Here's a nice jacket. And I swear there are patterns in here. We're just getting, you know how these fashion magazines are. So many ads to start with. Some more. This has a lot of texture and cabling. Here we go. Now we're getting into it. So here are some black and white knit pieces. You have this fun jacket with this like, what would you call it? Like a brick pattern in this striped dress. It's like a tweed, almost like a Chanel suit jacket. So these patterns are in the magazine. They just show the image of the item first, and then they'll move over to the pattern in the back. But these are some really nice, chic knit patterns. Like here's another example that to me reads a lot like Chanel in black and white. I like this black and white shell under here. At least I think it's a shell. Silver stripe show neatly under a new black suit, knitted double tailored. That's really lovely though. That's a nice staple piece. And here we have, that is one heck of a jacket right here. And then this beautiful dress down here. It's a little out of focus. I'm not sure why. I think they'd be a little more focused on that. And this one as well. And then you have this one. That's knit, I think. Is that crochet? We'll see. This is intricate look. Huh, it doesn't actually say. It looks crocheted to me. We'll have to see. Shades of Fall. This is a nice dress with the hood on it. And if you look closely, the material looks like it might be like a boucle. Oh, you don't see this often in magazines anymore, the cigarettes. But we all know that in 1962, that was really par for the course. So those are some more of the lovely patterns they have. I really wish we had color in this. This little dress cardi set, this diagonal stripe. These are just really, really stunning. It really gives you a different outlook on knitting. It's not just always homespun and crafty. They can be really beautiful pieces, and pieces that'll make others go, oh, I love that. Where did you get that? And you can say, I made it. Can't get it anywhere. Winterland sweaters, the look skiers love. So it looks like we're going to have a little après ski here. And these look cozy. I love that piece right there. That looks so nice. I don't know if that's a placard, like a placket with hidden buttons, or if it's just an added strip there, but it looks really nice. A lot of interest there. And isn't that a classic look for a man? That cardigan. And this pretty cabled dress. Okay, if you look closely, you can see that this is fringe, and it says the glitter hours. So this is probably using some metallic yarn. We have another smoker up there. If you look close, you'll see the little pom-pom border down here, and that I love. That is a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. And then you think of all the colors that you could do with that. That would just make it even more fun. So we do have a colored one here, and this top underneath looks like it might be even hairpin lace. If you look close enough, it's a gold lame with a square neckline. Oh, nice. I like the color work here. This is nice with the fringe along the bottom. The Fun Fanciers. Who doesn't fancy a bit of fun, right? You have a little bit of a, would this be considered a Greek key? Florals. They'd really add quite a few patterns in here. Surprised. Really is worth $250 for 2 years, I would say, if you're a knitter. That's a lovely coat. I like the, would that be considered piping, or what would you call that, seam tape or something along the edge? That looks nice. Very finished. And I love a good tweed all the time. Never tired of seeing a good tweed. Here's some nice men's sweaters. But I've always been a fan of wearing men's sweaters. They can look really nice on a lady. I like this sweater vest. It buttons up all the way, but that has a nice pattern on it. And like this thick yarn with this cabling, I bet you that would work up super quick as compared to this one. That looks very fine. The knit would take quite a while, I would think. Okay, so we have a nice little tennis sweater here, and this is our cover girl. This is machine knit. So it looks like they did offer some machine knitting patterns as well. And even though the color work on that is lovely, I bet that was probably a lot easier to knit machine style. Okay, so here we're going to have all of the patterns. You can see that they're numbered from the pages that we looked at. The designs that we looked at all had numbers. And I will make sure that each of these patterns are available in my Patreon for download. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can head over there, and all of these will be available. If you have any trouble reading them, or if you don't see one that you're looking for, just, send me a message and let me know. I do want to mention that sometimes, especially with these, you may see part of a previous pattern in the page. I always try to name them for what they are in the when you click on the file, but you may see some other parts. That's just the way that they scan. So until I can figure out how to change that, you might see a little bit of extra in some of them. So here it looks like they do add some graphs in for you. But again, these are all of those patterns in here. The pea jacket, plaid skirt, and stole. And frankly, I'm surprised at how much they put in here. These are, if any of you are planning on making one of these pieces, several of these pieces, please let me know, because I don't think I saw one in here that I wouldn't like to see finished today, especially since most of them were all in black and white. I'd love to see a translation of them for today. So please let me know and send me pictures, because I'm curious and I do not think I have time to take on any of these right now. I have a lot of projects in the works right now, a lot of whips. I don't know if any of you are familiar, but I do some pattern testing from time to time, and I've had quite a few patterns that I've been working on that's been keeping me busy, keeping my hands nimble. But I think I'm coming up to the end of some of those, and I might take a break and start working on some of the patterns that I've been looking at with you guys. So I have a little something to show you in some of my coming up videos. Some of the, maybe I might surprise you with finishing some of the little cute things that we've found as we've flipped through these magazines, the last few. So I am working on one of them right now, and he is almost done, and he's cute and fun, and so I'll be excited to share him with you guys too. But again, oh, okay, so this, I think, is that jacket I was pointing out where I didn't know if it was like a piping. It's a velvet edged jacket, so that makes it sound even fancier than I thought. Fringed pullover. Up here we have pat times. So somebody was using this, making some notes. I always like finding people's notes in these old patterns too. I think, you know, it's just fun to think that somebody all those years ago decided to sit down and work one of these out. And to, you know, sometimes I wonder, are there any patterns in all these vintage magazines that nobody's given a shot at? 45 patterns so far. 47. I'm curious, did we get all the way to 50? I can't even remember. So we have 48 here. And we have some ads coming up. We have the knitting machine there. 49 in basic knitting. So it's giving you a little bit of a background in some of the basic knitting if you're new to it. I do like these dress up bottle patterns. I actually found an old pattern online that I was thinking about picking up, so I thought they might make some cute birthday gifts for my girls, but these are fun. Fun way to recycle too. Okay, so here's some more of the basic knitting. I'm going to add for some vintage knitting needles. They weren't vintage at the time, but vintage now. Oh, here's another, is that another bottle cover? Stuffed toy or bottle cover, yeah. So I think that's a poodle, not entirely sure. And then some Columbia Minerva patterns here at the end. That looks so fuzzy. I would love to cozy up in that. And some more après-ski. And then I did love this piece on the back. I actually went to go see if I could find this particular pattern book online. I wasn't able to. I might give it another go though. It's been a little bit since I've looked for it. But I just think that if the cover is this nice, they have to have some other great patterns in there. So I'm going to look through that. I'll let you know if I find anything with that. But that is the end of this Vogue knitting from fall and winter of 1962. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Comment below, let me know. And like I said before, please let me know if you're going to make any. I'd be really interested to see. If you're enjoying the videos, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. It really helps me out. And also, I'm still waiting to hear if there's any videos, any type of patterns you guys are looking for. I'd love to know so I can go through my stash and see what I can find. But until the next one, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you then. Bye!